everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game. We've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's get you over to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. Cuts back right. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 82 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Now it's Palmer. And Gresham has it left side. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Again, they run with Ellington. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And on the tackle, Jonathan Babineau. They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first down, Ryan looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 43 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 75 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think that coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. And if they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson's one of the best corners in the game as well.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw is Palmer. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. Now 4th down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Throwing is Palmer, and he's got Fitzgerald. 13 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Palmer, he's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and throw for it with Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say to punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan finding time. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
This is brought in by Hardy. That one good for 21 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's brought down. Can't do it. Getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
His throw caught right around the 6.
Well, you know something, hard work and incredible efficiency does pay off, and that's Larry Fitzgerald of Arizona. 107 catches. I thought he's supposed to be getting older and slowing down.
I was just going to say, people are wondering when Father Time's going to catch him, but he's too fast for Father Time.
Right now, he's keeping Father Time at bay, and in fact, is still continuing to flourish in the desert.
The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They have everything.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Ryan sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that brings up 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
4th down. Here's Palmer. And it is incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second? You know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Get up!
Shift together here from the D-line. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Caught out left side by Robinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way.
He's got a man complete. There goes Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 84 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Finding Gabriel complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. And even 40 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They go to Johnson again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And they're going to speed things up here. Palmer now. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They'll indeed go for it. Palmer is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. John Brown, 46 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he puts it through. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 63 yards. Looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
But let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
The way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why they're winning the game.
And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, 42 yards. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset because they scored the last.
And this is caught at the 20. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 55 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there in the deep pass. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard. Ryan now off the bootleg. That is caught inside the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Red zone opportunity.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And he's got it up and through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7. Yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. There you go, play action with Palmer. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 92 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go up top again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's Coleman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll come out in the pistol. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. It's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
On third and goal, Palmer. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Jerron Brown from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 78 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Screenplay, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now Palmer on third and long. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Johnson on the counter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Homer apparently wants to throw it. This one complete to Gresham. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And quickly they get to the line. On first and 10, it's Palmer. And Gresham has it left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing is Palmer. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 58 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Now a desperation throw deep, and it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate, but the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Again, it's Johnson, and he stopped immediately there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, Johnson. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.